Yeah, I know I'm doing it again. Shh. Okay. Uh, had an old review of this. Wasn't great because I got two knives off of Elite Outfitting Solutions. Well, Heine Haynes, but they were EOS knives that weren't great. They weren't in great shape when I got them. The first one looked like this on screen now, and the second one had these scratches on screen now. So after the second time, I was like, do you know what? I can live with those scratches. Found out later that the blade was also really blunt, so I took off a ridiculous amount of the blade and ruined some of the finish on it whilst I did that. My fault, but would have been nice to have it sharp out of the box, because where this is a nice flat blade like that, with the end blunt, I had to sort of sharpen the whole thing at the same time, and because it's different consistencies, and it's just and I'm crap at sharpening mainly. Let's just put that out there. It was my fault. I'm rubbish at sharpening, but I ruined the blade on this one. I mean, it was still usable. It was straight. It was just all the way up here, and I polished these edges off. These bits here were all silvered up because I'd rubbed them against a load of stones. There'll probably be pictures on screen now. Oh, the first one had melty carbon fibre as well. EOS, after I put that video out there, I couldn't really be bothered to go for another one. Should have spoken to EOS at that point. I'm an idiot and an asshole, and I didn't. I was just like, screw it, I'm going to put this up on my channel. Didn't reach out to EOS because they're in America, and I just figured they wouldn't want to deal with me, kind of thing. And Heine, I sort of felt bad because it wasn't really their fault. So I was like, do you know what, I'll leave it, I'll review it as is. EOS saw that and reached out to me over Instagram, and they were super, awesome about it. They were, I'm so sorry about this. John Kerner, the CEO, the owner, said he went and checked around everything in his shop, because he was as shocked as I was at getting that. Because in the pictures these look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, look at this right now. Tell me that doesn't look nice. I mean, if you don't like the style, fine. But if you like the style, tell me that doesn't look awesome. It's really nicely finished. It just screams like race car knife to me. You've got carbon fibre, you've got angular, aggressive edges. No, that looks really nice. I like that. That looks very modern, ultra aggressive, nice, very styled. So imagine my shock when I got those two that were below quality. So I slammed the quality control a bit in my video, and like I said, he reached out to me and he was super apologetic, and he said, is there anything I can do to win your faith in our company back, kind of thing? And I said, sure, if you want to take my knife and just fix it up or replace it or whatever, go for it. And I was expecting, I sent it off to him, I was expecting them to just regrind this area, re-anodize. I was kind of hoping for both scales, even though I'd ruined this bit, but I would have been fine if it was just the one scale that they'd fucked up. I knew the blade, that was my fault, so I was like, if they don't replace the blade, even though it came blunt, I'm the idiot that ruined it with sharpening. So I'd have been fine if they'd have sent me back that other blade, and I'd already, like I said, it was usable at that point anyway. It lost 5 mil. It was a ridiculous amount I took off. But no, they sent me a brand new knife. Boom, here it is. Yeah, postage was paid, customs was paid. But do you know what? For them to reach out to me and to, just offer to fix it, even after what I'd done, even after not contacting them first, them having to come to me, and I feel so bad about that. I'm so sorry, guys. He said to me, we're just a team of 5 people trying to make awesome things, and sort of felt like an asshole at that point, because like I said, they do seem really nice, and the guy was so honest and genuine through his messages. He even said he was I messaged him when I got this one and said it was perfect. He said, I'm super happy with it, super happy for you, sorry. So yeah, so I promised, if it all went well, I'd add it on. I'd annotate the video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-review this one. I'm not going to leave out that the other stuff happened. But what you should know is that they absolutely will take care of you. And it's not like I'm Nick Shabazz or something like, Jesus Christ, this guy's getting all the views. I don't know how many views on my old one, but I think it's about 150, something like that. So, I mean, their main market is America. They just happen to be UK legal friction folders as well. So I don't think I'm costing them sales. I think they genuinely were just like, we're sorry that happened to you. We don't want any of our customers. So I think you can be... Honestly, they've won me over with that. That's absolutely bang on. That said, let's get to the review, because that's 5 minutes of unapologetic, you know, kissing EOS's ass because they were so good to me. So let's get to it. First of all, box, lovely, great, slidey tray, boom. Lots of receipts in there. So as you can see on this one, oh yeah, look at the finish on that. Much better. And there's still little things on it like there, but like I said, it's nothing I can't handle, nothing I can't live with. And I guess we have to assume this is one of the best ones they've ever made, because they've sent it back as an RMA, as like okay, get it right this time, lads. But when you get it right, it's just stunning. Carbon fibre, look at how well machined that is, because that is supposed to be raw carbon fibre. The other stuff was a bit too raw though. Just like, look, you can see like that's just like the if I get one of these. Is this the knife I meant? Yeah, sort of like this is sort of rawish carbon fibre as well. Look, like there you can see bits, and like there. It's just raw carbon fibre. That's the style of it, like. But that's fantastic. That's really nicely well machined. You can see like beveled edges on the carbon fibre and everything. Wonderful, absolutely top notch. The knife itself, look at that, it's Nitro V, which is a sub derivative of, is it ABL? Oh, I'll put that on screen now from the last video. Boom. Nice stonewash finish there. You get a different pattern at the top. Look at that. Do still have the one, just the one that hasn't quite been knocked off with a file, but the rest are fine on there. Wonderful. £215 from Heine. There is a titanium one. That's hella expensive. I would actually maybe suggest just getting this from EOS's website themselves. If you follow their Instagram, they do occasional offers. This video, I don't know if this is going up within that offer time frame, but I'm hopefully getting a prawn off of them. I'm buying one, my own money kind of thing. They're not sending me anything, but I'm buying a prawn off of them because they've just done a prawn 50, and you get 50% off of their prawns. That's another friction folder they do. Hopefully, I'm on that on payday. If not, oh well. I guess I'm paying full price for it then. But yeah. I would just recommend maybe buying it from them, because they get it to you. This came fine. Like I said, there's customs to pay, but it wasn't too much. The action on this, dope. Absolutely super smooth on this one. Look at that. It's juddery. We're not talking like Chris Reeve style like smoothness, but it's very easy. But while at the same time, like, because it's a friction folder, look, it's not all over the place. But it's perfectly easy to open and close with one hand. And I really appreciate that, especially after using tack rays for a while. So the action on that is fine. Obviously, there's no spring strength. It's just going to do that if you try. The jimping on this is in the right place. You got your finger choil down here, and you're jimping like up, but you're pushing out as well. So it's not like something stupid like this on a friction folder where it's right out there and pushing down, so you just do that when you press it, even with a finger choil. This one's very much, you can really like put your whole thumb across all that jimping, and it does something on this, the jimping. It's not the most aggressive jimping, like it's not like Well, I mean, on the back of this is a good example. This is the most aggressive jimping, and I think that's just to look cool, because I don't see you using that jimping, because in that style you're just going to end up, yeah, hurting yourself. So I think that's just like cool jimping, but it does look cool. I like the aluminium backspacer there. Do really like that. But yeah, jimping on this is great. The grip on this is phenomenal, because there's the huge handle for UK legal carry. Look at that. And like everything's nice. You get the space for your two middle, like, well, those fingers. This for your index, and your pinky gets that whole rail to itself there. Lovely. Absolutely well designed. Lanyard hole here, which is nice. You get a pocket clip, which is tip up right hand only, which is a bit of a shame, but they do have to mill out like a fairly huge bit there, like you can see. So it would, I can see it'd be ugly on the other side, and it's not, you know, it's not like they're using an existing. I do wish everyone would do ambidextrous on knives that would otherwise be ambidextrous anyway, but it's not a huge issue. I guess you can just flip it, and then your left hand. It's not any less, if anything, that's more comfortable, because you don't have the pocket clip there. Although, the pocket clip, yeah, it's not uncomfortable really. Like, this bit of my palm just sort of rests under here, and the other bit just sits flat on top, and that sort of curves perfectly with it. So you can feel it, but it's not uncomfortable by any means. It's just, you know, it's there. And this is obviously aluminium, anodized. You can get loads of random colours. Don't just look at this one. It's fairly limited from Heine, which is another reason to go to EOS themselves. You can get red. You can get like multicolour. Again, if you get anodized, you can get like the rainbow shit. But like I said, I think the titanium one's a little overpriced on this knife. I think the aluminium one's where it's at, to be honest. At least what I saw on Heine. I haven't actually looked at the prices on this on EOS's own store, because why would I? Have already bought it. But yeah, there's a range more colours than like stockists have. They sell them themselves. So also, if you want to get this cheaper, actually, on their Instagram they do raffles. You can try and get one that way. It's obviously not a guarantee, but you get put into a pool of people. I think it's like, it's usually $20 a ticket. So you might be able to pick up one for just $20. I think you do have to be an existing customer, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to look it up yourself. I don't have any details of it, but might be a way to pick one up if you want one, because these aren't cheap knives. Like I said, it is £215, so it's, you know, it's a lot of moolah, but you are getting a lot of knife as long as you get it, you know, in prime condition. Although again, they'll take care of you if it's not, so not a huge issue. What else we got on here? Oh yeah, it's phosphor bronze washers, and can I just say, I am in love with that pivot. I think that is smart as you like. You got the nice black anodized aluminium ring out on the outside, and this nicely machined insert bit. You got the Torx T16, I think, might be a T15 bit on the other side. These are all T10s. Bit random on the hardware size, but there you go. I'll take this apart on here, why not? Blade play on this. Nothing. Centering on this. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Absolutely stunning. Maybe a hair to the right. Just a hair. Nothing too crazy though. Like, as long as it's not scraping up against the side, I don't lose it with centering. Like, you know, that's cutting it a bit close. You know what I mean? Whereas this one, nah, there's clearance easily on both sides there. So, do a quick size comparison. I'll take it apart and then we'll go over what I like and do not like. UK PK, boom, right about the same size, a bigger handle, of course. So that's what you're going to keep seeing. You're going to see the except for this one, because this is a teeny tiny, you know, it's just a sack. But Manly Wasp, and again, look, the blade's about the same length, but it's got a bigger handle, and I really like that because that makes it stack up against lock knives So you feel like you've got a lot more knife than you actually have. Now, if that intimidates you for carry, which, you know, is something to think about, you know, maybe not for you. But, you know, it is a cutting edge of easily less than 3 inches. I think it's, what, 7.2 centimetres or something like that. Let me see if I can find my, do you know what, it'll be up on screen anyway. It's up there. You can see it. And there you go. Again, look at that. It's right in line. So, this is really a very, very American-made knife. So, yeah. I actually really, really like this knife. Like I said in my last one, I'll leave a link to that in the description if you want to go watch that. But that will be delisted. So, you know, just for transparency's sake, I want to put this one up as the one people come to, because this is my actual experience. This is what I got. They fixed it. They didn't just leave me hanging, and they came to me. I didn't even go to them. So I want to leave this one as the video that people come across. But like I said, the old one, if you want to go and see me be a miserable bastard before EOS like reached out, I mean it's largely the same. It's just me saying their quality control's lacking. But like I said, if they're willing to fix it, and they fixed it, they didn't charge me for shipping return, by the way. I just sent my shipping to them, and then I had a customs form. They weren't petty or anything about it. They were very, very accepting. Just went, yep, that's a problem. Let us fix it, please. Off you get. Come on. I don't want to wreck any anodizing here. I've just got this. There we go. So, as you can see, phosphor bronze, beautiful finishing on the inside. You've got those two screws, which are the carbon fibre inlay. And then you've got this screw here, which is the clip. Says USA made there, real nice. You got your aluminium insert there, which those all screw into to hold it together. And then the knife stop pin is actually on the inside, much like a hinderer. So that you've got no ugly stop pin seeing there. So there you go. And it's real simple to put back together. Just line everything up, I guess. But yeah, like I said, I think this one's very much very much a case of, are you a fan of how it looks? Me, yes. That's why I bought it. I thought this looked incredible. There's nothing else that looks quite like it out there. Even Rich from Heine said, when I talked to him, this is a stunning knife, because I had him check over the second one for me. But like I said, I just didn't have him look for the scratches. I was having him look at this area and the carbon fibre. I didn't. I suppose I should have said check over the whole knife really, rather than just the bits that were flawed. But you know, that's my bad. Load play. Look at that quick, straight away. Oh, a bit loose actually. Maybe a little loose. And this is a T15, which works, but I think it's a T16 because that feels a little loose. Again, still a tiny bit loose. I think this is captive, by the way, as well. Yep, that's more like it. Yep. Yep. Beautiful. And there we go. So again, this one, are you comfortable with the size of the handle, knowing that it's the handle and not the blade? The cutting edge, the whole blade is over 3 if you measure it from here to this point, so that'd be a diagonal anyway. If you measure it from here, I think it's just within, like so right there. But the cutting edge, which is, you know, Criminal Justice Act 1988, Section 139, subsection 3. Read that if you want to know what that exactly says. Clearly states the cutting edge of the blade, indicating two separate things: cutting edge, not blade length. So, boom, that is UK legal, for at least from what I can get from that act. But yeah, I think it's phenomenal. Like I said, if you got any problems, it looks like EOS will completely hook you up. They're owning it. We made a mistake. Let us fix it. They're not, oh fuck you, or oh that's your problem now. I've seen so many makers on Reddit, so many, and on Blade forums and stuff, they'll just take your money and run, or they'll, send us the knife back. Like I saw one story of a guy. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't like shit slinging for no reason. And I haven't put this. I just read this. I haven't experienced it myself. So, but some guy bought a knife second hand and lost the clip off of it. It's a custom maker. Lost the clip off it. They came without the clip because the previous owner had lost the clip. So he bought the knife second hand, and he got in touch with the maker, and the maker was like, "Oh yeah, no, I'll put a clip on it, I guess. Send it to me." In South Africa. The guy lived in America. So he sends it to South Africa. Here's nothing. Here's nothing for months. I think 2 months passed or something. Contacted the guy, and the guy was like, "Oh yeah, no, sorry, I'll get it sent out this week." Doesn't bother. Doesn't hear from him for ages again. And I think he ended up just selling it to someone else in South Africa from where he lived, and just let that guy deal with it. And that's where he left it. There's other guys like that. Just literally type into the internet, bad experience, custom knife maker. You'll probably get loads. Like if you said, just go on Reddit Knife Club. There are a couple of bad makers on there that people are like, you should avoid these for these reasons, and they'll always link and list you to, like, they're not just, I don't like his knives, don't buy from him. It's very much, look, he doesn't treat his customers right. Now, like I said, Heine tried to have my back the first time, but they said they only had 2 in stock, and I really, like I said, I liked the knife. I wanted to do a review on it. I wanted to use it, so I just kept the second one. However, EOS do have your back, from what it looks like. At least, they had my back. All I can say is my experience. If you have any issues with yours, please let me know. Throw it in the comments. Let everyone know. If EOS help you, throw that in the comments. We can find out. They're a great company all round. They care about everyone. Like I said, I don't think they've made any special exemptions for some crummy little YouTuber like me. I'm certainly not under any illusions or anything. But like I said, please, absolutely anyone else, just throw them in the comments. You're more than welcome to. And yeah, if you like the look of this, like I said, from what I've experienced, absolutely go for it. You've got nothing to worry about. These guys 100% will stand behind their product. So if you have any issues, it damn well looks like EOS will bloody well sort it. Knowing that, wish I'd bought the titanium one. It is expensive though. I'd have been more comfortable buying the titanium one, knowing that. Let's put it that way. But as is, this is the one I got, and I love it. I think this is about the right price for what you're getting anyway. So yeah, thank you very much. Cheers, guys.